Okay, hello there, YouTube. Welcome to Recapping with Michael. Um, we had a crazy day today in the stock market, everybody. Um, Ups, downs, what a ride. What a ride, I'll tell you. So let's get started here. I wanted to talk about whether tomorrow is going to be a bullish day or a bearish day. Um, Now I made cases for both here. And I think I'm just going to leave it up for you to decide, but I'm going to also tell you what I think about that scenario. Um, okay, first up, let's do with bulls. So, we held support above the 200-day moving average, so on all the indices. So this is a very bullish sign. Holding support is excellent. You want stocks to hold support, but at the same token, them being so low, it doesn't really help the case. And what happened in the last few weeks, you know, it held support for a day, and then we went down. It held support for 3 days, and then it went down. Um, so it's not saying the support doesn't mean anything. It's just saying that support, it could be bullish. It could be bullish that it's holding support, but if we break under those levels, then we have a problem. So another thing is, I can't see in my chart here. Let's just go like this. All right, no panic selling. So the panic selling was at a minimum today, and it was more equal selling. We had not really though. We had a increase in the MACD for comp and S&P, but we had a decrease in selling pressure in the Dow Jones. But they all finished lower, and they're all doji candles. So that's could be a neutral reversal, or it could be a um, continuation. Moving on. Oversold on daily charts. These markets are not oversold, but on our charts they're completely oversold, and they're going to be bouncing in the undersold green RSI bottom. Okay. Higher lows. This is an interesting one, and the markets kind of trended up higher and didn't make a lower low. Um, but at the same time, they kind of were aiming for that lower low towards the end of the day. So that's definitely not a good sign. Another good sign that's not on here was that we didn't have a massive sell-off into close, which normally happens. So um, we'll see. We'll see that. That's a pretty good indication. All right. Next up is the Bears. Ding, ding, ding. All right. We couldn't pass. Oh, so this is a point that says you know, uh, because we couldn't pass these critical levels of resistance, um, that means we can't pass them in the future, and that means we have to test lower. So if we test lower, we're dropping past the 200-day moving average, and at that point, if you drop past the 200-day moving average, you're looking for some steep drops. Um, that's that. Okay. Well, we're under the 50-day moving average. So, like I was saying in the earlier video today, you know, there was a humongous change in the markets after that 10% correction. Humongous. Now, I think things have changed. So, they're under the 50-day moving average. They're not trading like they were in 2017. Okay, next point. There's no real support right here. There's they're just like Nasdaq. It's it's above it. All right, let's see. Yeah, so the markets need to go lower, and then at that point they would have support. But right here, we're just kind of floating too high. We're floating too high above the support. So if anything, we need to drop below the support, test it, and then who knows from there. Okay. So and then another bear case I wrote down is there was an increase in the negative MACD for comp and S&P 500 on a daily chart. Um, Again, those aren't bullish signs. So, but we got a mix. of stuff going on. And we got a revised Q4 GDP, which is interesting. Now, let me get a sip of my coffee. Okay. Now, what else did I write here? All right. So we got for Thursday, March 29th. Okay, I see the dollar going down. I see 10-year going up, possibly. You know, I honestly see the overall markets going down. Um, even though they're undersold on a 1-hour chart. Oh, damn. That's harsh to hear. Well, we got economic data coming in tomorrow. I'll be going over that, assessing that. If you want, please leave a comment in the section, the comment section below, addressing what you would like to see with this economic information, except for me just like quickly going over it and saying what I think about it. Maybe you want experts' opinions on it. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below. Right now, gold had bounced off of the 38%, but it looks like right now it's not doing well and it's going to fail. It's been on a pretty bad downtrend for about 2 days. It couldn't break the 100% fib, and now it's looks like it's going to break the 38%. When I had wrote this, it had just bounced off the 38, and you know, I was taking a gamble, and that's my that was my gamble, but it didn't look like it's paying off. So, well, that's that. That's that, baby. That's that. Well, it doesn't look like I'll be doing. You know what? I'll just take on that 100 push-up challenge, even though that I probably can't handle it. Okay, let's shrink my ugly ass head once again. Honey, I shrunk the kids. Honey, I shrunk my oh Jesus Christ, I was gonna say something inappropriate, but that would have not been cool. Okay, let's make me real small here. Let's turn off the lights so you can't see my face. Yeah, you can. You can see me. Stop playing, Mike. Stop playing. Alright, so now you're looking at the charts. You can see, by now you should know, comp is NASDAQ 500, Dow Jones is DJX, and XPX is S&P 500. Okay, we're gonna let's look at the, you know what, we'll just stick with the big three for now. Big three, like I said, increase in that negative MACD. Dow Jones, we got an increase positively. We got the CCI coming up with that move as well, and negative MACD continuing to worsen for that S&P 500. Now, I'm expecting a bad day tomorrow. Now, it may be silly to expect a bad day because of what this hour chart looks like. You know, like what the hour chart looks like. Okay, I want your attention, everyone, to the MACD. Sorry, everybody. I'm just having OCD here. We're going to have big MACDs so we can see it. Now, listen. Normally, this looks like this is indicating that the MACD wants to cross. Now, you know, it indicated that as well right here. It indicated that right here. And it indicated that right here. So, but we had, looks like 3 little pigs, don't it? And this looks like one big Jimmy, don't it? So, I don't know. I really thought that it was going to fail today. We should have had an up day. We should have had an up day. If the market was so strong, I think we would have made it higher, and at least held above, these highs. If the market was strong. So, it's clearly not as strong as we think. Now let's just do a shorter time frame. Let's do a 30-minute. We're walking everyone down to see the markets for what happened today. Now, we just absolutely, we didn't go positive at all for the Dow or the S&P. They look like for sure they're going to fail it. We were sputtering along here like we were going to fail it. Now, 30 minutes, comp looks like it's got to come down. And this is crazy. The indicators are so low. We're going to be just zigzagging off the RSI tomorrow. So that's not good. Now, let's break it down to a 10-minute. Whoops. Okay, this is what we're left with. Now, in this mess of lines here, this is what I saw. I made the video right here. I saw this moving up here. I saw this red candle coming up, and I knew it wasn't going to make it. So we went back down, and actually no, that's a lie. I'm sorry. I made my second video here. That would be 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock made the video. Now, I knew, look at this big green candle. Usually big green candles mean positive. Well, how did I know that was going to fail? Because the 61%. We failed it twice. We tried for this third time, failed it again. Now look here. I said we made higher lows. So this was the low of this move. And this was the low of this move. But you see, the markets wanted to move lower. We failed this. I normally hate trend lines because they suck. But this isn't really a trend line, it's a flag, or it's a pennant. Now, in combination with the pennant and this 38%, we were able to see that it was not going to make it end of day. And golly, I don't know how they're keeping up the markets right now. I really don't. This is a crazy thing. You would expect the markets to have tanked end of day, but they held surprisingly. So now what does this mean if the markets held end of day? And pretty much the same thing here. We didn't get a low compared to yesterday on the Dow Jones. But we went low, and we almost went as low. And the same thing here, pop up, went lower than here, almost making a new low. You see it wanted to, but we faded right into close. Now, don't you think that's exactly what the doctor ordered? It's for them to, put the steam off things, or to cool things down rather. Perfect for them to cool things down. Now, anything else I could say? Maybe on a minute chart. No, that's pretty much it. This 10-minute tells a good story. So what are we looking for tomorrow? Well, I could tell you. Let's look at futures. Let's look at futures. Let's look at SPY and let's look at NQ. /NQ. Now, we got this 38%, and I've been watching NQ all day. We couldn't, although we had support, we have support. Now we're trying to get above it, and we have seemed to fail at end of day. So that's not a good sign that we kept failing the 38%. So I think the markets might give, especially if we can't get over that line. Now the S&P, the SPY looks exactly like the S&P 500. But look here, we got that CCI just too high. On 10-minute charts, it looks like these guys got to come back to reality at some point. And we could see. That's the thing. It could go either way tomorrow. It could. Um, but that means Friday would probably be a green day as well if it went tomorrow. But there's a lot to look at. Um, so these futures don't really tell the whole story. Let's see if I could get. Um, yeah, we're flat. We're absolutely flat. So that's a little concerning. I can't zoom in. Oh, yes I can. Oh, no I can't. Um, that's that there. All right. What else? Well, let's look at the dollar. Let's look at gold. Whoops. Whoa, I said on an hour chart this looks like it's coming down, but on a 10-minute, oh, this looks like it's gearing up for another run up here. We'll see though. We'll see if it can make the moves. I think that the resistance is going to be too great. It made too much of a move up, and it's got to come back down. Now gold is interesting. We bounced off the 38, and it looks like we're gonna fail, but um, we could keep just muddling along until tomorrow morning. I think these markets gotta, when they open, they're gonna move. They're gonna move fast, and they're gonna move one way or the other. Um, you know, in my other video, I called for I said there was gonna be a big drop because I thought we were gonna break support. Um, we did break support at the end of the day with minimal selling, so that's strange, very strange. And let's pull up well, let's pull up just the VIX here. The VIX. The VIX. The fear index is what they call it. So we pretty much had a 1, 2, 3, 4, a quadruple top on this guy. Um, let's look at a daily. It could go either way. It more looks like it's gonna come down though. That's what we're looking at. And we've seen a lot of bad moves today. So we're just gonna have to keep an eye on this market, guys. VIX, crude oil. Let's see where it's gonna find support. Gold. Let's see where we're gonna find support. Probably gonna go lower if we couldn't break higher. Same thing with silver. Ten-year note. Looks like we made a high in terms of the actual bond, not yield, but the bond price. So the yields, the yield inversion is something that we want to look out for. Um, you know. Now look at across the board. Oh, it looks like we're green for the S&P. Looks like we're red on the Nasdaq. Let me just make sure. Yeah, we're red on the Nasdaq. Oh wait, it says we're up. I don't know. I don't know. On the NQ, we are still down. Look at that. Where's NQ? This is a long video, guys. I'm sorry about that. You know, go ahead, skip around. Yeah, look, so it looks like we're gonna want to break support. I mean resistance, excuse me. But we're gonna have to see. This is just so low volume, and you know that it's been moving really weird. It's been moving really weird. You know, something fishy's going on, guys. Something's fishy. Um, you know, you could tell by the movements. Um, well, that's it for today, boys and girls. Excuse me. So there you have it. What am I thinking? What's gonna happen tomorrow? Well, I think it depends on what happens pre-market, guys. You know, if we just pop above support pre-market and just stay there, then we could probably hold. Um, with that being said, if it's the opposite, then if we open lower somehow, then we're gonna have to we're just gonna be in for big drops, big drops. I don't know if the market's ready for it. I don't know if you're ready for it. I don't know if I'm ready for it. We're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see what goes down. Now, don't listen to those talking heads. Don't listen to them. Do your own work. Do your own research. Think about it. Use your head. I'm getting tired here, boys and girls. Getting tired. You know what? I don't think I can promise you guys that Hard Knocks video tonight, but I promise that I'm gonna work on it because I don't want to rush content that you guys don't deserve. You know, I want to give you something that is useful and you're gonna love it, and it's people are gonna click on that and be like, dude, this guy's awesome. I love this channel. Let me watch his other videos. It's gonna be one of those videos. So that's what we're looking for. Um, you know, that's been recapping with Michael. What a recap this was. This was what a day. What a day. Now it's getting late. It's about 6:20. Trading stops at 8, but some stocks continue to trade 24/7, like gold, for instance, /GC. So that's that. Thank you very much, guys, for watching, and you know, maybe I'll make a video later. I'll see you guys soon.